opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like.
Evidence has resurfaced of Meghan Markle's alleged, rumoured yacht girl days.
I mean, the whole thing is just so painful.
I like working hard, and I'm still working hard.
Shiz the bed, I remember seeing this. My jaw dropped.
A single screenshot. That's all it took to set the internet on fire. It showed Meghan Markle getting invited to Yacht Week back in 2016. No scandalous words, no dramatic emojis, just a simple message. If you're free, come join. But here's the thing. People aren't buying the innocent vibe, because behind that casual DM is a much bigger, messier question that won't go away. Was Meghan Markle really part of the so-called yacht girl scene before she met Prince Harry? It sounds like a wild rumor, just internet noise. But for years, fans and critics alike have been digging through old screenshots, party photos, and vague reports that suggest there's more to Meghan's past than polished press interviews and palace photo ops. So today, we're breaking it all down. What do we actually know? What's just speculation? And why do people keep coming back to the same story, even years later? Let's start with the post that reopened the floodgates. In June 2024, a Twitter account called Meghan's Mole posted an old screenshot that instantly went viral. It showed a guy named Adam Hahn, an obscure name with barely any online footprint, messaging Meghan on Twitter back in 2016. The message was short. He invited her to join him and his friends for Yacht Week in Croatia. He even added specific dates. To most people, it looked like a simple holiday invite, maybe flirty, maybe not. But the reaction online? Instant chaos. Some said it was clearly just friends making plans. Others weren't so sure. They pointed out that Yacht Week isn't just a vacation. It's a luxury party scene where millionaires, models, and media insiders mix behind closed doors. People started asking questions. Why was Meghan getting that invite? Did she go? And if she did, what exactly happened on that yacht? What made things worse is that Meghan never responded publicly to the message. There was no denial, no clarification, nothing, just silence. And that silence, it only added fuel to the fire. But that was just one piece of a bigger puzzle. The term yacht girl didn't start with Meghan. It's been floating around celebrity gossip circles for years. Usually, it refers to young women, often actresses or models, who are rumored to attend luxury boat parties with rich men. Some say it's just networking. Others say it goes deeper. In Meghan's case, the rumors started way before she ever stepped into royal life. Old blog posts, Reddit threads, and blind items hinted that she spent time in elite party circles. Names were dropped, destinations mentioned: Croatia, Mykonos, Ibiza. And then there was the 2023 mini-documentary, The Dark World of Celebrity Yachting. It discussed how rising actresses allegedly got invited to yacht parties to meet wealthy sponsors and gain access to power. The connections were vague, but that didn't stop the speculation. Online, people started linking Meghan's past photos, social circles, and even her ex-husband's job in Hollywood to the same lifestyle described in the doc. To be clear, there's no hard proof Meghan was involved in anything shady. No receipts, no first-hand accounts, nothing that would stand up in court. But rumors don't need facts to spread, especially when the subject is a former actress who went from red carpets to Buckingham Palace in just a few years. And with Meghan's team often staying quiet or using legal threats when questions pop up, many critics feel like they're being told not to ask at all. But things really took a turn once a familiar royal name got thrown into the mix. This is where things start getting uncomfortable. Some online sleuths noticed something strange. Meghan Markle was allegedly moving in the same social scenes as Prince Andrew, years before she officially met Prince Harry. Now, that's a big claim. And to be clear, there's no solid evidence proving Meghan and Andrew ever met. No photos, no confirmed witness accounts, just online whispers. But that hasn't stopped people from connecting dots. They point to elite European parties where wealthy businessmen, actresses, and even royals were known to appear. Prince Andrew, already tied to scandal for his own associations, was a frequent guest at some of those events. If Meghan really was part of the yacht crowd, as some rumors suggest, it's not impossible their paths crossed. And if they did, even briefly, it would completely rewrite the story the public has been told. Because we've always been told Meghan met Harry on a blind date in July 2016, arranged by a mutual friend. But if she had already been introduced to others in the royal circle, maybe even Andrew, then that narrative shifts. Instead of a fairy tale meet cute, you've got a pre-existing connection, and maybe even a strategic one. Again, it's speculation, but once this theory started spreading, it got attention for a reason. And then came the part that made people really suspicious. what looked like a quiet, deliberate cover-up. In early 2024, a German TV documentary called Harry the Lost Prince was delayed for months. It was supposed to reveal new insights into Harry and Meghan's past, but when it finally aired, viewers were disappointed. The content felt watered down. Key moments had been cut. Some topics, like Meghan's pre-royal party life, were barely mentioned, if at all. So why the delay? According to multiple online sources, including clips from behind-the-scenes leaks, there were rumors the original version included segments about Meghan's alleged time around yacht circles. But after legal review, those parts were removed, quietly. That silence was loud. People started noticing other strange things too. Tweets getting deleted, photos blurred, blog posts from 2015 or 2016 vanishing from archives. And once again, Meghan never addressed any of it directly. No denial, no clarification, just silence. To critics, that wasn't just a PR choice. It felt like control. Of course, the palace has a history of burying messy stories, but Meghan and Harry have built their brand on transparency. They've said over and over that they want to tell their truth. So when a rumor like this keeps popping up and keeps getting ignored, people don't just let it go. They dig harder. But if the yacht theory has holes, then what was Meghan doing before she met Harry? And who was she really spending time with? Long before she wore a tiara or stood on palace balconies, Meghan was a working actress trying to climb the ladder, and if you believe her close friends, she wasn't sailing around Europe with billionaires. She was networking hard. One of the biggest pieces of her pre-royal life? Soho House. If you've never heard of it, it's an invite-only members club, famous for its privacy, high-profile guests, and connections. Meghan wasn't just a visitor, she was a regular. And interestingly, so was Prince Harry. According to People magazine and several royal biographers, Meghan and Harry actually met through a mutual friend at Soho House. Their very first date, also at Soho House. So for some, that's the real story. Meghan didn't need to yacht her way into royal circles. She was already moving in them. Not on boats, but in elite lounges with no cameras, no leaks, and no outsiders. Hollywood insiders say it's common for actors, especially women, to use proximity to power as a career tool. It's not scandalous, it's survival. Meghan had charm, ambition, and access. That alone could explain how she ended up at the top. But here's the catch. Just because that part of the story makes sense, doesn't mean the other part disappears. Because while Meghan's fans see Soho House as proof of smart networking, her critics see it as the ultimate cover, elite enough to make any past vanish without a trace. And that brings us to the final mystery: why the yacht girl story refuses to sink, no matter how often it's denied. So if the so-called yacht girl theory is built mostly on whispers, why won't it go away? One reason: the internet never forgets, especially when it smells a mystery. Accounts like Meghan's Mole, Royally Sage, and others continue digging. They resurface old photos, archived tweets, and anonymous quotes. A blurry image from 2013, a party mention in an old blog, a cryptic post from someone claiming to have been there. None of it is solid on its own, but together, it creates a shadow that won't disappear. Every time Meghan's team stays silent, it just adds more fuel, because people notice what doesn't get addressed. And in today's world, silence doesn't calm things down. It raises eyebrows. There's also something else going on here. People love the idea of a modern fairy tale, but only if it feels real. Meghan went from unknown actress to royal duchess in what felt like a blink. That kind of leap makes people curious. Some are inspired, others get suspicious. And for critics, the yacht girl theory isn't just about boats and parties. It's about whether Meghan played the game to get where she is, and whether she's still hiding how she really got there. Even now, every time the rumor fades, it comes back in a new outfit. One post, one quote, one leaked message. It's never quite enough to prove anything, but always enough to keep the fire burning. And that brings us back to the question this entire video set out to explore. So, was Meghan Markle really a yacht girl? The truth is, we still don't know for sure. There's no direct evidence, no bombshell photo, no first-hand testimony that proves anything shady happened. But the whispers, the resurfaced invites, the rumors that won't die, they're very real. And they say something about more than just Meghan. They speak to the power of narrative, how one screenshot can shift perception, how mystery feeds obsession, and how silence sometimes is louder than denial. Maybe Meghan really was just an ambitious actress in the right circles at the right time. Maybe she was simply good at networking and got lucky with love. Or maybe there's a version of her past the world was never meant to see, and it's been carefully buried ever since. So what do you think? Is Meghan's silence protecting her from nonsense or hiding something real? Was the yacht girl label just an internet fantasy? Or is there truth buried somewhere we haven't uncovered yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more breakdowns like this, where we look at the rumors, the facts, and everything in between. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in the world of royalty and Hollywood, the truth is never just what it seems. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.